I'm at the mega branding event in Los Angeles with author, miner, property entrepreneur, and now inventor Dean Welch. Hi, Dean.
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Now, in part one of the interview, you spoke about your city indoor growing system, which sounds fascinating, kind of like urban farming, allowing people who maybe don't have a lot of space to grow their own food. What inspired you to go down this venture?
That's a good question. Let's talk about health to start off with. 90% of the healthy organic food that people think they're getting comes from the same grower and the same distributor, but just marketed differently. How do you know that's actually healthy organic food? So my system is in your environment. You have the control to do what the environment needs, so that is healthy there. With my special unique cartridge that sits into the grow pod with the fertilizer is clean, manufactured to provide the nutrients it needs, but not abundance of pollutions. So when you grow individual plants, it has its own defense, and that helps with bugs and nests. So you don't need to provide pest controls or chemicals to things like this, because my system helps with that, because the product is built in with its own natural defense. So when you add the plant, it's already being an extra defense due to the pod.
That's fascinating. It's so incredible to meet someone who's an actual inventor. You know, at these sorts of events, there's life coaches and strategies who do a lot of intellectual stuff, but you've got your hand literally dirty with the soil. Could you tell us about the product development process for you?
That's a good question. I've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of test runs. Manufacturing the molds was very different and unique, and then coming up with the actual product, the content of the make of the grow box. I had to be careful not to use polyurethane or plastic and some of these other things to make sure that the container will be healthy and not put off any pollutions.
So what advice would you have for our watchers who have this idea, something that they want to invent, and they want to go through the product development process? If you were to do it again, what advice would you give yourself, I guess?
Know your why are you doing this. If you know your why, you can overachieve the ups and downs, because there's a why to it. Why will you do this for yourself, let alone why would somebody come to you for something like this? If you can achieve yourself and then do the whys before someone else needs to ask you why would they, it'll keep you going.
Fascinating. And if anyone's interested in getting one of these fascinating grow boxes, where can they find one?
Well, I'm still working on a couple things, but it's citygardensystems.com, or you can reach out by email, citygardensystems@gmail. If anyone wants to shoot me an email and find out what's going on, I'm looking for new people around the world to help with the system to inundate in your community. So citygardensystems@gmail, and the .com name is citygardensystems.com.
Finally, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers?
Once again, prepare for yourself, for your own future. Grow naturally so that you can grow your own future. Be safe and healthy out there. Thank you. Dean Welch.
Thank you.